Welcome to this Tutor to You revision video that looks at the first part of the Alaska case study, focusing on the economic opportunities found in this cold environment. If you haven't studied this case study, you may wish to watch the Svalbard videos instead. This is part of Paper 1, Unit B, The Living World. Let's start off by locating Alaska. Alaska is an enormous state and is part of the USA despite not being attached to it. It borders Canada and the Arctic Ocean. It is nearly 2 million square kilometres and is one of the most sparsely populated places on Earth due to it being one of the world's coldest and remote regions. Alaska has around 750 residents, made up of indigenous communities and permanent settlers mainly from Europe. However, there are also many economic migrants who travel to Alaska temporarily in search of work with the many oil and mining companies. Around half of Alaska's population live in the state capital of Anchorage. Despite the harsh environment, Alaska offers many opportunities for economic development. The first economic opportunity that we're going to look at is mineral extraction in Alaska. 150 years ago, Alaska was known as the Gold Rush State, and gold still accounts for around 20% of the state's mining wealth, although silver, zinc and lead mining are also very important. Large gold mines must be managed carefully to minimise environmental impacts due to the toxic chemicals used to produce gold ore, such as mercury, cyanide and nitric acid. And as a result, environmental campaigners have fought to have some mining developments closed. They've even managed to halt some in the development phase. A really good example of this is the Pebble mine development, which was closed down in 2013 by the No Dirty Gold campaign. This was run by Native American communities. This mine would have been North America's largest open pit mine. However, the campaign was extremely effective and led to 50 businesses refusing to buy gold from the Pebble mine. As a result, mining giant Anglo American decided to cut their losses and they walked away from $500 million worth of investment. Okay, let's move on to fishing in Alaska. Alaska has 3,000 rivers, 3 million lakes, and 10,686 kilometres of coastline. Therefore, it is able to support a huge fishing industry. Two types of fishing take place in Alaska. Firstly, we have commercial fishing mainly salmon, crab and whitefish. This is a huge sector and accounts for around 10% of all jobs in Alaska, employing 78,000 people and generating $6 billion to the Alaskan economy every year, although some of those jobs are seasonal. The other type of fishing is subsistence and is usually done by the Native American communities who are dependent on fish for lots of things, including food, oil for fuel, and bones used to help make clothing and tools. Alaska's fisheries are widely viewed as a successful example of sustainable management. Our next economic opportunity in Alaska is energy development. Energy production provides thousands of jobs across Alaska, particularly in the oil industry. However, there has also been significant investment into renewable energy sources. Alaska has more than 50 hydroelectric power plants, which generate around 20% of electricity across the state. This is a perfect site for hydroelectric power due to the wide U-shaped valleys that were previously glaciated with huge rivers running through them. Alaska is also able to generate some power through geothermal energy. This is because parts of the state are tectonically active, for example the coastal areas that form part of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Geothermal uses energy stored in rocks underground to create electricity. The photo on the screen shows a hot springs resort which is powered entirely by geothermal energy. And finally, let's have a look at tourism in Alaska. Tourism is a huge employer in Alaska with up to 2 million people visiting the state each summer. However, much of the work is seasonal and poorly paid. The state has numerous national parks, preserved villages, refuges and monuments, and there are historical sites for those interested in the Native American culture. Alaska also offers many other attractions: fishing, seeing wildlife, whale watching, and kayaking. There is also hiking, skiing, rock climbing, and sightseeing by helicopter. In addition, many adventure tourists visit to experience off-roading, although this has led to all sorts of problems, such as leaving deep tyre tracks through waterlogged ground after permafrost had melted. This takes the land many years to recover from. Around 60% of summer visitors are cruise ship passengers from ports along the west coast of North America, such as Seattle in the USA and Vancouver in Canada. That concludes this Tutor to You revision video focusing on the first part of the Alaska case study, which looks at the economic opportunities found in this cold environment. Thank you for watching.